Welcome to the deep dive. You know that feeling. Stepping into somewhere totally new, could be a different country, maybe a new project at work, and you just know that picking things up fast is crucial, like it's sink or swim.
Definitely. And today, we're really diving into that. We're looking at some materials you shared, especially this travel blog, Wanderlust Over 70. It nails this point about how, well, most of us aren't great listeners.
Yeah, it really gets into that gap, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The difference between just hearing sounds versus actually listening and understanding.
Exactly. And the sources really make you think about how we get stuck hearing, echoes of our own thoughts instead of the real answers out there.
So our mission for this deep dive is basically that. How do we ditch the echoes? How do we stop running that internal script, the biases, the assumptions we carry, and start really absorbing what's being offered, whether that's directions or, I don't know, a solution to a tricky problem.
It starts with that internal script, you're right. The source material points out how travelers, for instance, are often just nodding along. They look like they're listening.
But inside their head, it's all, don't look lost, don't look stupid, just smile.
Right. Pretend you got it, move on. It's self-management running interference. That inner voice is just so loud sometimes.
It's trying to manage anxiety, isn't it? More than actually connect or learn. And that's the root of this internal echo chamber the sources talk about.
Absolutely. And think about it's like cognitive efficiency gone wrong. Our brain wants shortcuts, right? So prejudging saves energy. We hear just enough to confirm what we already think.
And then we kind of tune out.
Yeah. The source call these biases and rules heavy luggage. We expect things to be a certain way, situation X. So when the world presents situation Y, we sort of twist Y until it looks enough like X.
Just so we don't have to, really engage or rethink.
Exactly. Less mental effort. But it makes those stories in the source material, like the Barcelona one, almost painful to read.
Oh, yeah, the traveler needing directions. Roberta.
A local gives her this really detailed explanation in fast Spanish, clearly trying to help. And boom! That's where the internal voice just explodes, right? Instead of focusing on understanding or maybe asking him to slow down.
Her brain just goes into panic mode. Just pretend you get it, Roberta. Don't make him repeat it all. She heard the sounds, sure, but she was so busy managing her own fear.
The fear of looking incapable or rude.
That the actual directions just didn't land at all.
That's the echo chamber winning, right there. The internal need, appear competent, completely overrides the actual goal, find the place.
And the result? 5 minutes later, totally lost, staring at identical streets. It's such a clear picture of how that internal script leads to, well, practical failure.
It's not just about getting lost either, it's the missed opportunity, like you said. And this isn't just about foreign languages, is it? It happens anytime we walk into something new with our minds already made up.
Like those examples the source gives, expecting Paris to be all romance, so you filter out the grit.
Or expecting Albania to be rugged, so you only see the construction sites, miss the cool cafes or the modern art.
That inner loop just loves being right. Confirmation bias is powerful.
It really is, because those expectations are shortcuts. Think about that market in Morocco example. If you go in expecting chaos,
you find chaos. You notice the noise, the crowds.
And you totally miss the quieter things, the craft, the way people interact, the subtle stuff. You're just confirming your template, ignoring anything that doesn't fit.
So these expectations, these templates, they're really sticky. How do we break free?
Yeah.
What happens when the traveler did manage to switch off that internal script?
Well, that's where travel, or any new situation really, can be a great teacher. It forces the issue sometimes. Reality just smacks right into your script.
Like a pattern interrupt.
Exactly. The source says travel can break those loops, but crucially, only if you let yourself be surprised. You have to be open to it.
And that leads to those aha moments, right? The little flashes of unexpected truth that show why listening is so valuable. I really like those specific examples.
They're great because they flip the script entirely. Let's look at those 3 key ones.
Okay, first, the baker in Paris. You expect maybe quick, efficient, maybe a bit detached service in a big city bakery.
Right. Get your croissant, pay, leave.
But this guy insisted she try something new, not just the safe croissant. He actually engaged with her, went beyond the simple transaction. That challenges the whole hurried, impersonal city narrative.
Completely. And the second one, the shopkeeper in Tirana, Albania. That one's amazing because it cuts right against basic assumptions about commerce.
Yeah, you expect a vendor to want the biggest sale possible.
But this person stopped her from buying something expensive and pointed her towards a cheaper stall, actively saved her money.
Wow. If I'd gone in expecting to haggle hard,
Yeah.
assuming everyone was out to get the maximum price,
You'd have missed it. You would have been on defense, confirming your own stereotype of the pushy vendor, and missed this moment of genuine kindness, the human connection.
and the third one, the passenger on the Italian train. His advice, even in broken English, was apparently more helpful than anything Google Maps ever offered.
That tells you something, doesn't it? When you ditch the idea that only official sources or fluent speakers have the answers.
Suddenly other, maybe unexpected sources of really good information open up. You just have to be willing to listen.
It's about noticing those contradictions, the
Yeah.
things that don't fit your mental model. That's where the real gold is, the stuff you'd normally filter out, the surprises.
Okay, this is good stuff. Let's try and synthesize this, make it practical. What's the toolkit here for the listener? If they want to shift from hearing echoes to hearing answers, maybe at work or, anywhere, what are the concrete steps from the source?
Right. There are three main takeaways. And they are hinge on being willing to feel maybe a tiny bit awkward or vulnerable for a moment.
Okay, step one seems to be ask twice, smile once.
Yes. This is your tool against that internal anxiety loop. If you miss something directions, a key point in a meeting, whatever you ask them to repeat it.
Yeah.
But the smile, that's key.
It's not just being polite, is it? There's more to it.
Exactly. The smile signals to your own brain and to the speaker, this is okay. I'm interested, not incompetent or challenging you. It shifts the energy.
Ah, so it disarms that fear of looking dumb.
Precisely. It says, I value what you're saying enough to make sure I get it right. It changes the dynamic from feeling like a burden to feeling like a connection. It helps silence that inner voice yelling, just nod.
Okay, that makes sense. Then the second step, for breaking that confirmation loop, notice what doesn't fit your script.
This is about actively hunting for the contradictions. It requires conscious effort. If you expect a meeting to be tense, actively look for the moment of agreement, however small. If you expect a place to be noisy,
Look for the quiet corner. Seek out the opposite of your expectation.
yes, because if you expect formality but find warmth, that's important data. The source says surprises are usually where the good stories hide. We could also say surprises are where the critical information hides.
The stuff that challenges your assumptions, that's where the learning happens.
That's exactly it. When your expectation gets nudged or even knocked over, pay attention. That's growth.
And the third tip, maybe the hardest one for many of us today, put the phone down.
Oh, yeah. The phone is like the ultimate echo chamber reinforcer, isn't it? It gives us this feeling of control, of already knowing we plan, we navigate, we communicate all through this little screen.
It keeps us in our own bubble. The source contrasts Google Maps with human interaction, right? Maps get you to the hotel. Efficient.
Totally efficient. Handles the logistics, confirms the plan you already made in your head. But putting the phone down, that forces you to look up, to engage with what's actually around you.
It's choosing vulnerability over control again, isn't it?
It is. You can't fully manage your digital plan and be truly open to unexpected input at the same time. That human conversation, that moment of eye contact, that might lead you somewhere totally unplanned, like that hidden courtyard cafe you'll remember forever.
So the phone gives efficiency, but the human connection offers discovery.
That's a great way to put it. You have to choose what you value more in that moment, control or discovery.
Okay, so let's tie it all together. We use these tools. Asking again with a smile, actively looking for what contradicts our assumptions, and lowering the digital shield. What's the big payoff?
According to the sources, the payoff transforms the entire experience. Whether it's a trip or a project, it stops being just about ticking boxes, hitting landmarks, following the itinerary.
And it becomes about the people,
Yeah.
the real interactions.
Yeah, and those unexpected gems, these surprises that slipped in when you stopped rehearsing what you already knew. Echoes are easy, they're comfortable, they take no effort. But listening, that takes real conscious effort to pause your own internal noise.
Right. And this brings us back to you, the listener. We've heard how letting go of assumptions opened up completely different experiences for the traveler. Finding that hidden cafe, getting that helpful advice.
So the question for you is, what internal script, what assumption, what expectation are you running right now, today?
Is there a belief you hold about your work? Maybe about a colleague or about a challenge you're facing that's actually stopping you from hearing a vital answer?
Think about it. Is that script you run automatically actually helping you listen and learn, or is it just feeding you the echo of what you thought yesterday? Something to mull over.
Definitely something to think about. Go out there and try to listen just a little bit deeper this week. See what surprises slip in.